Welcome to the DK His, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DK His, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because we be chefing it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. Shout out to the Bad Boys crew and everybody on the Bad Boys. I know I've seen a couple people, Bobby Lights, it's a lot of other people, but Raspy, Orlando Brown, like it's really not sitting right with my spirit, so I had to talk about it because nobody else gonna talk about it. I was talking about it. Nelly Nunn, girl, you know you wrong for that. You know you wrong for putting Raspy and Orlando Brown on a show that is full of flamboyant men. You know you wrong for that. But baby did it. I know it made the show. Though. And nothing wrong with being flamboyant. I'm just saying, like, I was expecting to see separate shows. Like one section with all dudes, flaming and ready to throw hands. And then you have the regular dudes, even though Orlando and Raspy are really not technically regular dudes. And I shout out to them once again because they are going on tour. Let's be clear. 2 snaps for the tour, 3 snaps for the tour. But when you look at Raspy and you look at Orlando Brown, what you see? You see a storyline or a plot. You don't see bad boys. Now, don't get me wrong. They have made some decisions, and I know they probably can get with people. But normally they live their lives low-key unless it's talking about their lives. And they do start up trouble, but it's mostly because they're trying to speak their truth and they don't care who likes it or not. But when I think about bad boys, I'm thinking about somebody who's throwing their hands. I never see Raspy throwing his hands besides the time recently when he was about to fight Ray J, which was hilarious because I'm like, that's your friend, bro. Y'all supposed to be good. Now you're ready to fight each other. And then they were calling each other bro after that. Even though they're men, sometimes men will fight. Orlando Brown. When I see Orlando Brown, the Disney character Orlando Brown, I still think of that to some extent. I don't see him as a fighter either. Like, he doesn't really mess with nobody, but people seem to mess with him. And I guess they had something to prove and prove their point. Like, don't play with me. Don't fool with me because I will pop off. Because it did show some scenes where they were popping their mouth, popping their gums, and popping their fists on camera. So I have not fully watched the show yet because I'm still trying to get around the fact of what I'm going to be watching. Now, I'm sure both of them are acceptable of men with all sexuality. They support the LGBT community. They haven't really stated their sexuality, and people may assume or deny whatever to put them on this show. But the point is, I'm sure they're cool with all people. But my interpretation of them wanting to be on the show, despite the fact that when they got there, they probably were surprised. It's probably because everybody probably just welcomed them in, but also due to the fact that they still getting paid. Pay me, baby. I'll play crazy for a check. And I was just watching an interview with Orlando Brown, and he was talking about how if you paying me to act like that, I will. Are you paying me? So, hey, get that bag, get that check, get that bread, that head, then leave. Well, you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, like, I'm happy that they're on a show, because they are entertaining people by themselves alone. Like, they don't have to do too much to entertain the world. Like, we're definitely entertained. And it be tripping me out. Like, even though Orlando Brown is obviously a smart man in his own right, and there's some stuff he say is conspiracy theory and people are in a loop, people be asking him questions about everything. Like, he the freaking Godfather. Like, he Jesus, baby Jesus or something. And that's what I can't see. Like, so which one is it gonna be? Is he gonna be the philosopher? Is he gonna be the Disney character? He gonna be the bad boy? Or is he gonna be all three? Because allegedly they saying Tupac was a chameleon, so I guess Orlando Brown can be a chameleon too. Because bad boys are people that throw down. So did they know they was about to be throwing down on this show, or did they know what the show was about? Because I just can't believe they were like, yeah, I'll be on a Bad Boy show. Like, now, like I said, anything for a bag. I'm willing to do that for a bag too. But it's just like, did you not know that you was considered like bad boy, like you about your stuff, like Natalie Nunn, Christian Rock, like you throw hands? Because I'm really not trying to throw too much shade. I just never seen them as bad boys. Like, if they in a room, like, you can get it. Like, I never just saw them like that. So the fact that they on this show is kind of hypocritical, but at the same time, it's really good vibes. Like, I'm rocking with it. Like, I want to watch it. And to be honest, if so, Natalie Nunn kind of knew what she was doing. Because to be honest, if they were not on the show, meaning Orlando Brown and Raz B, I probably would not have watched the show. But now I gotta watch it, and they're even going on tour with the boys. They're calling each other brother, like they cool with people. Like, I love that. Be cool with people. You know what they do in a bedroom don't concern nobody. You know, as long as they don't try them with you. You know, unless you want them to. You know what I'm saying? So they are making a show, but also no shade against somebody else, because there's a lot of shake movers and shakers on the show apparently too. I don't know everybody's sexual orientation. So they may not be the only heterosexual people on the show. So I apologize for saying that if you're not. But yeah. Now, we do know Raz B has had some encounters that he was clearly talking about, you know. So I don't know why. That's why they target him to be on the show. Orlando Brown is in Hollywood. I don't know. But it just threw me off a little bit. But I still do like the other artists that's on the show. And I do still want to see the show with Bobby Lights on it and Roland Ray. I still need to see that, because there's a clip on there that I definitely got to react to. So yeah, I know that was a lit show too. And Bobby Lights is getting paid for sure, for sure. He's on so many things, and that's Trina's cousin allegedly. And he's a character, you know. He's been on Love and Hip Hop. He's been on reality shows. He's cool with Chris Sean, you know. So I'm not mad at nobody on the show. Get your coin, get your bag. I am interested in tuning into the show, seeing the show. I really don't want to see nobody fighting though, and it really kind of broke my heart just a little bit that they are actually fighting. I don't want to see them fight, because they already give me like, don't play with them. So you pushing them to the edge is giving me like, you want the whole show shut down, and why are you doing this to yourself? And I guess this is a way to let people know, don't play with them, don't play with them, don't play with them. And I love them two together. I really do. Orlando and Raz B, I feel like it's a good mix together. They call each other brothers. I feel like they can really heal together, and I feel like they can do great things together. I know they was doing some music in a music studio the other day. Now they're doing shows together. They're on the road together. Like, I'm loving this for them. I'm loving it. I feel like they both came at the perfect time for each other and helping each other rock out. Even though I'm still looking at that in my head of the Orlando Brown at some concert, somebody holding him and they shaking him. He is zoned out, bro. Like, that was funny. Like, it was like, what's Orlando Brown thinking at this moment? So yeah, I'm excited to see the show. Y'all definitely tune in. But you know you was wrong for putting him on the show like you did. But also you were right at the same time, because I know that a lot of people, more people are going to be more open to watching it and wanting to see it too. So it could have also been a brilliant idea, and I'm here for it. I'm not going to say that I'm ready to watch the whole season, but I'm definitely going to watch 1 or 2 seasons just because they're on a show, and it's really feel like it's going to make my 2023, because I never in a million years would I've expected to see Raz B and Orlando Brown on a show like this. Bad boys spazzing out, doing their thing. Not at all, but I'm here for it. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at the His House for your alleged tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe, especially if you've been here before. Come back again and again, but subscribe and join the fam band. We'd love to have you. And if you like anything that was said on today, or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree, and comment down below.